the orientation lecture on research methodology, and these topics for net set exam also, and PET students also, PhD entrance exam, PET exam. For net set 10 marks for this topic, for paper 1, and for PET exam 50 marks for this topic, research methodology, and 50 marks for your main subject, main subject for PG. So which topics are included in both exams? Now first one is the objectives of research methodology. Objectives. Objectives should be clear and specified. Their number should be specified, and objectives are based on the knowledge. Knowledge is important here because in our PhD thesis, synopsis includes the number of objectives, and the whole thesis means the objectives gives the idea about our whole thesis for PhD. So objectives are very important and based on the knowledge, means here the innovation of knowledge is important, exploration of knowledge is important, discoveries are important, and to extend the knowledge. So this is the main aim for objectives. Then second one, most important point is the motivation. Motivations are important for research methodology. These motivations are useful for a society to maintain the status. Then on the applicable level, applicable knowledge, because some of the research are based on application levels. There is a fundamental research, it is also called as a basic research, then applied research. These are useful for scientific views, hence the application is important here. Then these innovations or discoveries are important for to maintain the status of our society, for our nation. So the motivations are important in this study. Then third one is the characteristics. Third is the characteristics. These are the important topics or subtopics are included in this main chapter, research methodology. Characteristics. So which characteristics are important for this study? Reliability. Reliability, beliefs on certain events, on certain efforts. Then characteristics includes the reliability, credibility, generalizability. Then another important characteristics is the validity. Validity. This validity includes the different types, that are the external validity, internal validity, content validity, construct validity. These are criterion validity. These are the different types of validity are included in these characteristics. And the examples of particular validity are also important in characteristics. Then generalizability, accuracy. Research must be accurate because some of the readings, some of the observations are included in particular processes. So the accuracy is one of the most important character here. Then research must be cyclical, logical, and replicable. Why it is cyclical? Because the process is occurring in a cyclical manner. Because it starts with a problem. The research process starts with a problem and also ends with a problem. Hence it is called as research. Why it is called as research? Re means again, and to search means to find out. Hence it is called as a research. So these are the different type of characteristics included here. You should remember the characteristics: reliability, credibility, generalizability, validity. These are includes the different types: criterion validity, construct validity, external validity, internal validity, context validity. All these are the different types are different, and their examples are also different. So these are the characteristics, and it includes particular example. Then types of research. Research types are based on different type of main points. First one is the objectives. Objectives. These are the points that are included here. Then second one is the outcome. Third one is logic. Fourth is the process. And fifth is the inquiry mode. And sixth one is idea or sixth one is an idea. So these are the important points or sub points that are included in types. So objectives is includes the descriptive, correlational, correlational studies, then explanatory, then exploratory, and experimental. These are included under the objectives. Means all these are the types of research, and these are included under this objective. Then second one is the outcome. These are the fundamental and applied research. Then third one is the logic, that is the inductive, deductive. Then fourth one is the process, qualitative and quantitative. Then inquiry mode, structured, unstructured. And second, last one is the idea, that is the conceptual and empirical. So first one is the objective. These are the types on the basis of objectives, outcome, logic, process, inquiry mode and idea. Now first one is the objective, that is a descriptive research. Ex post facto research or historical research, these are included under the descriptive research. Then correlational studies, explanatory research, exploratory research studied on the basis of a broad view. And the experimental research, it is based on some observations and conclusions, also some tests also. Then outcome research consisting of fundamental research and applied research. You should remember the difference between what are the points that are included in fundamental research or in applied research. Applied research is done on the basis of application level, and fundamental research, it is also called as a basic research. For example, the discovery of bulb. The electric bulb was discovered by Thomas Edison. And this is the example of fundamental or basic research. Then logic research. Logic research includes the inductive processes, deductive processes. Some statements are given here. Then conclusions are according to that statements. Means these are concerned with the syllogism topic also. Then processes. Processes includes the qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative means these are based on the characteristics, and quantitative means these are based on scales. Some mathematical tests, and then observations, conclusions are also included in the quantitative. Then inquiry mode. Inquiry mode, this includes the structured and unstructured research. Then idea, these are based on the concepts. Hence it is called as a conceptual research. And empirical research, sometimes the questions will be asked in your examinations, that is, what is the empirical research? Empirical research means, it means based on experiences. Should remember this meaning, that is the empirical means based on experiences. So all these are the types are included. Then next point is steps of research. First one is a formulation of research problem. First step, formulation of research problem. Then second step is preparation of research design. Research design. Then third, development of data. Developing data. Then fourth one, collection of data. Fifth, processing and analyzing. Processing and analyzing. And number 6, writing a research report. Research report. These steps are included in our research methodology. First one is the formulation of problem. Problem is most important because problem solving method was discovered by Kilpatrick, and this because the process of research starts with problem and also ends with problem. Then formulation of problem is necessary. Then second one is the preparation of research design. Research design is based on some plannings, some processes also. It is based on some structured information and unstructured information. Then developing a data. Data in the form of observations, in the form of questionnaires. So data may be the qualitative or quantitative, and it is obtained from the primary resources, secondary resources, some of the magazines, then some techniques or some articles also. Then fourth one is the collection of data is over. Then processing and analyzing the data. To analyze the data means to separate the data, qualitative data or quantitative data. In which way it is useful for which research. So there is an analyzation of data and processing of data. And the sixth one is the writing a research report. Research report, writing here the name of title, then year, then name of researcher, name of guide, name of university, and your research thesis name. All these things are included in the writing and research report. So these are the steps. These 6 steps are included in the research methodology. Now next point is the research ethics. Research ethics. Ethics means good things or good values that are included here. Means here is the openness, then clarity about the data, honesty, integrity. All these things are included in the research ethics because all these things are important for our study. Then next point is the articles, workshops, seminars, symposium. In the research methodology topic, comparative study is very important. Why it is important? Because the difference between workshop and seminar, the difference between seminar and article. Questions will be asked on these topics also, and on the basis of differentiable points. So here comparative study between all these points is necessary. Then another important terms, hypothesis, assumptions. Sample is also important here. Sample is the means a representative of a whole population. It is called as sample, and the different types of samplings will be asked in exam. That is probability sampling, non-probability sampling, then random sampling, quota sampling. All these are the types of samples, and these are important for exam point of view. Then hypothesis. Hypothesis is the tentative statement. Write down this definition of hypothesis. Tentative statement about a given problem. It is called as hypothesis. Then hypothesis, different types of hypothesis. That is a null hypothesis. It is called a zero hypothesis. It is accepted or rejected. That is also important here. Then assumptions are also important. Assumptions means the assumed statements All these different terms remember for this chapter. Then some statistical points are also necessary for PET exam also. For net set all these topics are included here. Then PET exam also included all these topics. But another important topic is for the statistical topics. On the basis of statistics, these topics are basis. So which topics are included here? Mean, median, mode. These are the measures of central tendency. These are also includes here. Mean, median, mode. These topics are important for exam. Then ANOVA test. Then chi-square test, Z test, F test. Then third one is a standard error. Standard error. Coefficient of correlation. Correlation. All these topics are included. Mean, median, mode, ANOVA, chi-square test, then Z test, F test, then standard error, coefficient of correlation, coefficient of dispersion, or dispersion measure. Then different type of analysis, that is a factor analysis, discriminant analysis. Their different types are also included. And another is also a cluster analysis. Cluster is also the type of sampling, cluster sampling. So an analysis type is also cluster. So these all topics, statistical topics are subtopics are included in research methodology. Some of the examples are asked on these topics also. For 50 marks, all these topics included. Now, first one is the objectives. Then second one is the different motivational views. Then types. Then steps. Steps should be systematically done. Then ethics of research. Then important terms like the hypothesis, assumptions, samplings. What is credibility? What is reliability? What is the generalizability? And then what are the differences between them? Or what are the differences between different types of research, that is a fundamental research, applied research. Then ex post facto research is also important. Then experimental research. Then what is empirical? Empirical means based on experiences. So all these words should be remembered, all these terms should be remembered. Analysis is important this chapter, and comparative study is important. Comparative study is important, and different type of statistical terms that are given here for our syllabus. So this is all about the orientation of research methodology for net set and PET exam.